Welcome again. Welcome, people. Military Guna TV here. And Arsenal has drawn. Arsenal has drawn Slavia Prague in the Europa League quarterfinals. So I want to touch a little bit also on the Champions League as well. But definitely, I think it's a good draw for us. I see many people are afraid of Slavia Prague at this moment because they defeated Leicester and also Rangers. So that is quite something a bit concerning as well. But our biggest problem, I believe, as an Arsenal fan, is actually Arsenal. Arsenal is the biggest problem to Arsenal right now. If we should eradicate some of those silly mistakes out of our game, I don't think we might have that much trouble. Guys, please hit the like button, subscribe if you wish, or if you're here, if you're on Twitter, please go over to the YouTube channel and hit the like button as well. That is the best way to show me appreciation, by hitting the like button. That is the best way to show me appreciation. Big up KP for hitting in the chat room as early as possible. I would be so nervous if we face Man United in the final. So a Manchester United Arsenal final won't be good for Twitter. A Manchester United Arsenal final would not be good for Twitter. I don't think that would be conducive for a Twitter atmosphere. That would be too toxic. I think that would be way too toxic for football. But I'm happy with the draw. But what I expect, it was inevitable. It was really inevitable for us to play against Unai Emery. No matter what we did. Big up Life Gunatev. We're loyal to the silly mistakes. We are really loyal to those mistakes. Paul is back in the house. Big up, Paul. How are you, bro? Big up. We are really prone to those silly mistakes. That is the reason why I said our biggest failure is actually Arsenal. Arsenal is our biggest problem. Going to this game, Arsenal is our biggest problem. So let me give you a perfect example. We went in a game against Olympiacos. Comfortable, 3-1. Quite comfortable. We could have easily finished that game off, and we tend not to. Look how many open chances, clear-cut chances that we got yesterday, and we didn't put them away. And if we continue not putting away those chances, we are going to continuously be in a deeper situation. But food for thought, I am not, as I see most people are concerned about Slavia Prague because they beat Leicester City. If you should go, I check out many of those games, and I watched a lot of those games, and really and truly, Slavia Prague didn't play much. They didn't play really good football. They and remember now, we defeated Leicester City just the other day, so I'm not that concerned about it. I'm not that afraid as well. Yesterday's performance looked like the players just met each other in the car park before the game. Definitely, I think so. That is so true. They just meet up and say we're gonna kick some ball, we're gonna knock some leather. We just meet up and let's go and play some football and enjoy ourselves. I agree with that. That is the sense that I got as well. That they just decide that they're gonna meet up and roll some leather and enjoy themselves as friends. Guys, please remember to hit the like button. I implore you to hit the like button. Please hit the like button, people. Life Gonna Tip said, honestly, I would rather play Roma or another team from the top 4 leagues, because in the Europa League, the small teams always do some madness. Whew. If Arsenal, if we allowed them to do madness, I think madness will reach us. If we allow them to do madness will definitely reach us. So we can't hope and pray that the small team won't turn up. We have to play. We have to play. We have to take the game for them. We have to take the game to them. That is the critical part about it. We have to take the game to them, and that is really important. So definitely, we have to appreciate. We have to respect our opponent. We have to respect our opponent. Also, not giving them too much respect. I hope Roma or Ajax beat United in the semis. United are really lucky. I can't see that happening. United are really lucky, Paul. They're a lucky team, to be fair. yes, we can say they play for their luck as well, but they have that luck that is swinging around them, and I think United might reach final. Many people might disagree, but I do believe that United might reach the final. I think they might reach the final, and sad to say, but it's a strong possibility that we might face United in the final. strong possibility we might face United in the final, and that is what I don't want. I wouldn't want to face United in the final. Honestly, seeing an Arsenal and Manchester United final. Yes, I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing that, but would that be conducive? Would that really be conducive? Definitely. I'm wondering if that would really be conducive to the footballing atmosphere on social media platform. Because definitely that would be some madness. That final would definitely be some madness, I can tell you. So I'm gonna go. Definitely. All right, so hopefully you guys, I'm gonna screen share. I'm searching for it right now at this moment as we speak. At this moment as we speak. So I'm gonna bring up the final as well. Paul said, but United have more competition to the finals than Arsenal. Yes, they do. And it is finally a point in time where we got an easy route onto the final. It has been so long since we've been struggling. Struggling to get to finals because of how the route has been stipulated. Remember last time we reached the Europa League final, we played Valencia, we played Napoli, I think we played Villarreal going to that final. And then we faced Chelsea in the final. Chelsea got such an easy route coming to the final. We faced Chelsea in the final, and Chelsea turned around and won the final. So I don't mind getting an easy route onto the final. And Manchester United are in the nick of things up at the top of the table battling, and they don't want to lose out on that. So I think we'll have to see how that one goes, to be fair. We'll have to see how that one goes. All right, so maybe see a City versus Chelsea final in the Champions League, all English final again. People are going to be upset about that. So many people are going to be upset about that. A lot of people don't want that as well, to be fair. A lot of people don't want that, to be fair. So this right here now in the Champions League draw and the draw as well. So as you can see, we have Granada versus Manchester United, Arsenal versus Slavia Prague, and Ajax versus Roma, Dynamo Zagreb versus Villarreal. No, the thing about it, I'm hearing most people saying is that it's the Arsenal versus Villarreal semifinals. Why are we so sure that Arsenal will go through? Why are we so sure that Villarreal will go through as well? Because Dynamo has been doing a fairly good job, and they did a job on a Mourinho team. And if you should do a good job like that on a Mourinho team, it means that you have something about you. This is the business end. I will have a full set of gray hair by the end of May. I'm in the same boat as you, bro. I don't think United versus Arsenal final is good for my blood pressure. Definitely. Big up, Sakaya. Big up, bro. Big up for jumping in the chat. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the like button. I won't be able to eat on the day of the final. It's football said, I am so happy with our draw. And the thing about it is football. This is the easiest draw you guys have gotten a long while. Can it be the draw that you guys flunk over? This is the easiest draw that you guys have gotten. But definitely you guys are going to semis. I agree that you guys are going straight to the semis. I can't be a hater. I think you guys will be Granada. The thing is, you guys are really, really poor against the Spanish team. You guys have been poor against the Spanish, the team from La Ligas. But I think this is a good draw for the Manchester United fan base. Paul said, "I'm gonna get my KFC in the final." My KFC. I think it will be Dortmund Real Madrid. You strongly believe that Dortmund will beat Manchester City? It is destiny, bro. Happy bull. Emre. Yeah, I tell you, I don't. I'm not sure why. It's like footballers love, like football love a story. They love to build a story, to tell a story. There has to be a storyline over something, right? That is the world of football. There has to be a storyline. Big up Ashton. Salute, bro. Big up, big up. Slavia Prague have got 15 Czech internationals in their team. Oh, that is good. Chelsea got so lucky. All right, the thing about it is that I won't say Chelsea is lucky, because when you reach this part of the stage of the draw, or of the Champions League, also the European League, this is the business stage of the competition, the business stage. Now, people might underrate Europa League and say Champions League this and Champions League that. But the thing about it is that the team that you face in the final, it tells a lot about the league itself. Because if you're supposed to have a Manchester United Arsenal final, that's a big final. That is a big final. Arsenal Ajax and Manchester United Ajax, that's a big final. It's almost like a Champions League final. Almost. Paul said PSG will win the Champions League. Whew. I think Manchester City has something planned this season. I can't write off Manchester City. They have been really, really good, especially in Europe, even though they have gotten some easy draw. Ashan said, Military, let's talk about Orsic hat-trick. Beautiful goals. Beautiful goals. Beautiful. And we lost the game yesterday, and I was really, really upset. Even though we went through, I was upset that we lost the game. But seeing Tottenham get kicked out of the Europa League and was a breath of fresh air. Also, seeing Mourinho crying was also a breath of fresh air. It was really a breath of fresh air. Can you imagine? So, if that was the case, it would be Tottenham versus Villarreal. If Tottenham had won their game, maybe it would have been Tottenham versus Villarreal. Ajax versus... so, it'd be too much big teams. We have to eradicate these bigger teams one by one. Have to get out these bigger teams one by one. So, Manchester United versus Ajax or Roma in the semi-finals. That is also a big game. That is definitely a big game. You see Roma, you see Manchester United and Granada. So, what I want to do, I'm going to check and see how well these teams in particular are, how good these teams are doing in their league. KP said, don't underestimate Porto. They were dominant over the course of 2 legs against Juventus. That is true. That is a fact. That is so true. And they won the game quite contentedly. And Juventus, they won the game with 10 man as well. They won the game with 10 man. Porto won the game against Juventus with 10 man. Even though Juventus did with the second leg, but Porto stand out with 10 man. They really put in a solid defensive performance, and they really played well. Like Gunatev said, Arsenal need to buy Orsic or Solomon from Shakhtar, both electric wingers and cheap as well. How old is Orsic? That is the thing. I think he's about 27, 28. He's in his prime, but yes, he played well, but we can't let that one game, that one game could be a level of adrenaline. That one game could be a level of adrenaline, and just decided, I'm going to smash these Spurs. Paul said, if City win the Champions League, I'm drowning myself in oil. I'm feeling something of the City team. Pep Guardiola is really taking the team back to basics, and they're actually doing really, really well. They are doing really, really well. I can't deny that they are doing extremely well. Orsic has only 2 goals in the domestic league this season. He definitely has something. That is the thing. So that is the exact thing I'm talking about. Only 2 goals in the domestic league. Perth, it took something personal against Spurs. He definitely took something personal against Spurs. So that is the reason why he went all out against Spurs. That is the reason. And who don't hate Spurs? As Chiellini would say, it's the history of Spurs. As Chiellini would have said, it's the history of the Spurs, right? Live Gunetev. Nah, fam, 3 out of 4 Portugals versus Juve was due to defensive mistake. Chelsea keep clean sheets right now with a lot of momentum, and City hot in form right now. The thing about it is that in football, all you need is one error. Porto forced the error. So, for example, we know as Arsenal fans, we said we are the one who shoot ourselves in the foot. But quite so often, like when we pass the ball in the central area to Granit Xhaka or Dani Ceballos, you will see what the defensive the other opponents will do. They'll close on those players because they know that cause them to get flustered. So you force the error. You force the error literally. You literally force the error. But I don't think that they will be as easy as how people think against Porto. Bro, everyone is getting a feeling about City for the past 4 years. But guess what the thing about it, they have at some point they have to win it. At some point they're gonna win it. They will win it at some point. Alright. So this is the league standings for Granada. Granada sits 8th in La Liga. They sit 8th in La Liga on the table. Arsenal, Villarreal sits 7th. We are Manchester Arsenal fans are afraid of playing Villarreal, but Villarreal, they're not doing well. They are not doing well in La Liga. Neither are Granada. Both of them are not doing well. Arsenal is still not doing well as also, but I think we have the capability of beating both teams, both Villarreal and Granada. Poor from Aubameyang yesterday. Lacazette had a much better season. Think about it. Aubameyang scored more goals than Lacazette. I think Aubameyang has more goals than Lacazette, despite the fact that he had a poor game yesterday. And remember now, in the game that we played against who played in the weekend? I think who played the game over the weekend, and Lacazette threw away so many chances that we could have won easily. KP said Porto need to learn off Atletico's performance and not let Chelsea dominate the midfield. It is crucial, and I agree. Chelsea, they have very good midfielders. Conte, Kovacic, Mason Mount, Jorginho. These guys are quality midfielders. We can't afford Porto can't afford to allow Chelsea to overload the midfield. But what I saw that's actually what Porto did against Juventus, overload the midfield areas and force them a bit wide. No, sorry, my bad. That's not what Porto did. Porto overload the wing areas and force them to come down through the middle. They stop the crosses from coming in. I know that the crosses are dangerous with Cristiano Ronaldo. So my bad. My miscalculation right there. Austin, welcome to the chat. Austin, big up, big up. How does your Man United fan feel about their draw? They'll be happy. They will be happy. All Manchester United fans are buzzing. Villarreal 7th. Yes, they're 7th. And Granada are 8th. And they're doing very, very poorly. So I'm not surprised. Now, Slavia Prague defeated Leicester City, and Leicester City is up on the top of the table. Big up IMAX for dipping in the chat. Big up Arsenal. Football, welcome. It's first I'm seeing you. Dylan, big up. I salute you, bro. West Ham and Liverpool next. If it's a must-win game at least one, maybe get a draw in the other, and I would take that. I would take the win over. Let me tell you, I would take the draw against West Ham and beat Liverpool. We have to beat Liverpool. We have to beat Liverpool. We have to get that curse off our back. We have to beat Liverpool. We have to beat Liverpool. I'm going to check up Slavia Prague and see how well they're doing in their league and find out what's. All right, so, whoa. All right, so Slavia Prague is leading their league, right? They're leading their league. They're on top of the league. They played 19 games. They played 23 games. They won 19. Slavia Prague has yet to lose a game in their domestic league. They scored 66 goals and conceded 51. Okay, so we can. No, my bad. They scored 66 goals and conceded 15. They scored 66 goals and conceded 15. That is Slavia Prague's statistics in the domestic competition. Yes, we might say it's a smaller league, or we might bring across that narrative that it's a smaller league, but really and truly, you have to take consideration that scoring goals, winning games breed confidence, and it doesn't matter who they're playing against, that confidence will be there. So scoring 66 goals in 23 games, only conceding 15 goals is significant. That is telling you that they're playing really, really well. And they're 20 points, almost 20 points ahead of the entire league. Almost 20 points ahead of the entire league. Paul said, bro, this Kise guy is a baller. Definitely. Frank Kessier. Quality baller. I'll take him in the midfield. I won't mind getting him over Bissoma. Both of them are the same age, like 23, 24. They're good. Ashton, poor from Ceballos too. Ceballos tend to play very, very poor in Europa League. I don't know what is Ceballos' problem, but he plays so poor in Europa League. Oh, big up coming from the TikTok. big up, bro. Thank you for the support. Max Football said, they just beat Spurs. Yeah, they do. So you have to respect them. You have to respect them just for that. You have to show them respect in that aspect of things. That's all you need to know. By the way, Louis' experience in latter stages of the competition will be vital. True, that is true. And that is really, really true. I wasn't even thinking about that, KP. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about that. It will be critical. Louis' experience in the latter stages of this competition will be critical. And I agree with what you're saying, 100%. He is integral to our FA Cup win, contribute massive to Chelsea versus Chelsea, and to win the Europa League. And that is the same thing that came to mind. The Europa League. Luis is a person like this. What people don't know. When David Luiz go to a final, he tends to win it. Whenever David Luiz go to a final, he tends to win it. Ashton said, check national team on Wikipedia and see how many Slavia Prague players. Yeah, I can see it. I'm actually looking at the squad. I think I'm seeing about 11 players. 12 players. Why do we keep getting the champions of Farmers League? That is our luck. That is our luck. Football. Dylan said that was Dynamo Zagreb, definitely. Liga NOS is a competitive 3-horse race. Ooh, yeah, between Slavia Prague and what's the other team? I can't even remember the other team. Sparta Prague. KP said Ceballos is so slow when carrying the ball, hence why he has to play deeper. And when he plays deeper, he tends to give away a goal. He just collect the ball, turn it, and kick in our own net. So we can't afford that. We definitely can't afford that. And that is really what I don't want. That is something that I don't want. Those Farmers knock out Leicester and Rangers. But I think if Arsenal play Leicester and Rangers, we would actually beat them as well. I think if Arsenal play Leicester and Rangers, we'll also beat them as well. So I'm not. Remember, we beat Leicester just the other day. Remember that we beat Leicester just the other day. I'm going over to the Champions League draw now to see what you guys think. Going over to the Champions League draw to see what you guys think about this one. This one is the surprising one for me. And it's a big one to be fair. I predict I can see Manchester City getting another. Well, Dor- the thing about Dortmund is this: Dortmund are really, really good. Dortmund are good with the ball. I can't see Dortmund beating Manchester City because of how Manchester City play. They retain possession of the ball. They don't allow you to do anything in your own with the ball as well. So it's going to be a very difficult one for Manchester for Dortmund, and I can't see them unless Dortmund are going to be extremely clinical with every single chance that is presented to them. That is the only way. They have to be extremely clinical. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I want you guys to look at this. Why is this taking so long to load? What is happening? Dylan said, Aubameyang has failed to show us that he will help us this year. Ooh, yeah. I'm really, really surprised that he didn't turn up in that game, to be fair. He needs to play a two-striker partnership with Laka Striker and Saka. Odegaard in support with Xhaka and Partey behind them. Quite so often, Aubameyang has been failing us in these big games recently, but remember now last season against let me see, last season against, well, the season that went to the Europa League final, he played some really, really good football against tough opponents such as Napoli, Valencia, and he just fluked when he reached in the final. He just really, really fluked when he reached into the final. That is a problem. That seems to be a psychological problem to me. That Madrid Liverpool game will be a mess. Mark my words. I see what you're saying. Definitely, I see what you're saying. It will be a mess. Salah and Ramos again. Best 11, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. Leno, Cedric, Luis, Gabriel, Kieran Tierney, Xhaka Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Abba, Laka. But the midfield will be a significant weak point. The midfield will be a significant weak point. Can we really afford to have such a massive gap in the midfield area? Can we really afford to have that big gap in the midfield area? That would be that would left that. All right, so if we channel down straight down the middle, will be all down our flank would be open. Our wide areas would be open. Would have no support on the wide areas. And Mikel Arteta plays, he like when his team stretch the game out to pull the opponents apart, to give space in between for the midfielders to do and turn, because Xhaka don't play well when he's in a crowded environment. So he tends to pull the midfield out, pull out other players, so he stretch the field as best as possible to help our midfield, Granit Xhaka, in our midfield. Big up O'Connor, big up, bro. Thank you for jumping in the chat. I salute you. What's up? I'm good. Lakan Abba, yeah, that, I agree. As KP said, Lakan Abba, they don't work. We haven't seen them work again. They work in some stages under Unai Emery. In some stages they work, but we haven't seen them work that well again. It just didn't click. It just didn't click. Yeah, I understand. I say, bro. Big up, Dylan. Big up. It just didn't. He worked on the Unai Emery in some stages, but it just didn't click overall since here. Mr. O'Connor said, not a bad draw, to be fair. And yes, I believe the same as well. It's not a bad draw for us. It's a team that we can beat, but I just ran the statistics, guys. And I was really looking at um how how the Slavia Prague team has been doing in their league. And to be fair, they have been really, really good in their league. Really, really good. They have played 23 games, scored 66 goals. 23 games, scored 66 goals, and only concede 15. So that tells a lot about the team. That tells you a lot about the team. Guys, look at this. A bit of football trolling going on. And that is it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Play them on weekend, and if they play well, try it more often. Quite so often Mikel Arteta do it, and he plays his system 4-2-3-1, where you see Aubameyang on the left hand side, and you know that we don't do well with Aubameyang on that left hand side, and I think that is what Mikel Arteta is trying to move away from, playing Aubameyang on the left hand side. So this is the Champions League draw, people. Manchester City versus Dortmund, Chelsea versus Porto, and all Chelsea fans smiling right now, presumably that they had a really easy draw. That is what they're assuming, that they had a really, really easy draw. We have Bayern Munich versus PSG, and look at that. Bayern Munich versus PSG, that was the final. That was the final last year. I know they're playing each other in the quarterfinals. Ooh. What if PSG should get it over Bayern Munich? And then we have Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Two teams who are struggling, to be fair. Two teams who are really, really struggling, Real Madrid and Liverpool. But Liverpool does have the caliber of getting something over Real Madrid. And also Real Madrid has the caliber to get something over Liverpool. So Liverpool actually in a worse situation right now. Slavia Prague are in a Farmers League, so it doesn't tells us that much. All right, so yeah, many people said French League is a Farmers League as well. That's so many people said. But the thing about it is, if you have a player, if you should go for a player in a Farmers League, and when you come to the Premier League, you're smashing it. It tells a lot about the league. Not only about the player, it tells a lot about the league. That the league has the quality is down there, but because it is not that watched like the English media or the English television, maybe that is the reason we're really outcasting them and saying that they are Farmers League and that they are not good enough. I bet £300 on Spurs not winning the Europa. Yeah, you definitely gonna win that bet. I won't bet against that. I will not bet against that, bro. That PSG Bayern Munich draw will be most entertaining draw. PSG Bayern Munich. I think that these are all a solid draw. Chelsea are so happy that they sidestep all of these things. Chelsea are happy that they sidestep Bayern Munich. They are happy that they sidestep Real Madrid, Liverpool, even Man City, even Dortmund. Chelsea are so happy. Like every Chelsea fan supposed to be buzzing right now because they say, okay, we're into the semi-finals. And guess what? The closer we get to the final, is the more likely that something will happen for us. Bayern, Chelsea, Dortmund, and Madrid going through. No Liverpool. Big up Arsenal circle, fan circle. Big up, bro. Big up. Thank you for even coming in the chat. I really, really appreciate it, bro. Big up. I salute you. If PSG beat Bayern Munich, City will be favorites. You think so? Do you really think so? Okay, so Thomas Tuchel has never won a Champions League. This is the furthest Thomas Tuchel. Well, he went to the final with PSG. He couldn't get it over the line. Can he do it with Chelsea? Can Thomas Tuchel do it with Chelsea? French League is competitive. I agree because we have gotten so many talents from the French League. A lot of talents we have gotten from the French League. City versus Dortmund will be tough, said O'Connor. Agree. The thing about it is that City will be so dominant on the ball because Dortmund don't play football. They don't play with the ball. Dortmund don't are not a possessional based team. It's a quick counter attacking football team. And guess what? That would play perfectly into Dortmund's hand the way our City plays. So I think that is the best matchup. City to play against a team that plays in a deep block. City to dominate the game and get caught in the counter 1 or 2 times. Where Haaland, the likes of Haaland, Sancho, Marcus Royce can hurt them. These guys can hurt them. Yeah, but what about if Dortmund do a Porto and beat City? Woo! City would be in the mud. Big up, Roach, for joining the chat, bro. Big up, big up. What do you think about the fact that Slavia only lost 3 games in all competition this season? And that is what I've been telling them. Slavia Prague has not lost a game domestically. Slavia Prague has not lost a game domestically. And it tells a lot about them. It tells a lot. Over the 2 leg, Leicester City didn't beat them. Rangers beat them in one of the legs, though. Rangers beat them, but they already went through based off goal difference. Bro, take a screenshot. I'm predicting a 2-0 win Arsenal. All right? I'll take the screenshot. Hopefully you remember, bro. Make sure you remember. I just took the screenshot. Paul. Arsenal fan, great channel. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the support. O'Connor said, oh, Jamie for Chelsea to avoid every big game. Jamie for Chelsea to avoid every big game in the draw. They got Atletico Madrid, and everyone thought that Atletico Madrid would have defeated them, and they went through quite easily. Even though their XG and those type of things are not quite impressive, but they did beat Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Madrid at this point in time are leaders of La Liga, and Chelsea in English league fighting to make it to the top. Okay, big up Dylan. You said that about 3 times. About 3 times you said that, Dylan. But big up, thank you very much, bro, for really coming in the chat. Chelsea are always jamming, but Arsenal got a good draw too. I agree. And it's been a long while since it's a deserved draw. We deserve something like that. We really deserve a good draw. Because we played Benfica. Benfica dominant down in their league as well. Even though they're not leading the league table. I think it's been led by Sporting. Then now we draw Olympiacos, which are lead leaguers as well. And Olympiacos have been doing really, really well down their lead. Winning most of their games. I think they lost only 2 games. Now we've drawn another team who's dominant in their league as well. So we're consistently getting these good teams in the smaller leagues. Good luck. Thank you, bro. Big up, bro. If you can share it on your socials, I would really appreciate it also, Dylan. Porto just need to bully Chelsea's flims the front line. They are weak. Giroud is not weak. If Giroud plays, Giroud is not weak. I don't see Giroud as a weak player. Definitely, I don't see Giroud as a weak player. I see Giroud as a really, really strong, dominant centre forward. Someone who can really take the game. Link-up play, one of the best link-up play as a striker. As Arsenal fan, we can't disagree to that. He has one of the best link-up play as a striker. And I think most people would attest to that also. So guys, all right, so that is it for me. Thank you very much, guys, for hitting in the chat. I'll be doing a watch-along later. I'll be doing a watch-along later for I think it's a Fulham game. Yes, I'll be doing a watch-along for the Fulham game later. Hopefully, guys, what are Fulham playing later? Is it Leeds and Fulham? Paul said, which exercise is the best way to lose weight? Dieting is the first. That is the first step. Dieting is the first step. That is the first step. Before you do any exercise, Paul, diet, then you can think about exercise. So big up everyone who came in the chat. Arsenal fan channel, KP, Paul, Dylan, Arsenal fan circle channel. Also big up O'Connor, big up O'Connor. Really appreciate the support. Big up Roach as well. Let me see. Hope I'm not missing anyone. Or IMAX football. Big up, bro. Big up. Didn't remember Ashton. so many people jump in the chat. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate the support. It's football. Life gonna tell. Really appreciate the support, guys. Big up. So I'll be doing Fulham versus Leeds. I'll be doing a watch along for that. Hopefully, guys, as soon as I put up the link, look out for it, guys. Just go and hit the like button on it, and I really appreciate it. Remember to hit the like button on this as well. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. See you later on the watch along. This has been Military Guna TV, and I am out.